Good morning, students. We had started the chapter Ruling the Countryside, History chapter number 3, and this is day 3 in the continuation of the same chapter. In our previous classes, we studied about the revenue settlements, and in the revenue settlements, we studied about the three main type of revenue settlements: permanent settlement, Mahalwadi settlement, and Rayatwadi settlements. And we studied about the features and the drawbacks of each and every system, and then we studied about the failures of the all the three settlement systems, why it got failed, right? And then after studying the after studying all the revenue settlements, we also studied about the indigo. Indigo is the plant produced in India, as India is the tropical country, so it it gives blue rich color, and which is used for the dye purposes. In the same manner, the woad was produced in the Britain, as Britain falls in the temperate zone. So the same plant also gives the blue color, but as compared to the indigo, the woad color was dull and pale, and so all the cloth dyers started demanding for the indigo as compared to the woad, because it was rich in blue color as compared to the woad, right? So ultimately, we also studied in our previous class that how the demand for the indigo increased, and the cloth dyers of the India as well as of the Britain, they started demanding for the indigo which was produced in India, right? So in today's class, we will study about the methods of the indigo cultivation, right? So all the Britishers, they started focusing on the demand of the indigo from India, and for demand of the indigo in India, they started making the contracts with the Indian merchants and the planters, and all the Indian merchants and the planters forced the Indian farmers to grow the indigo in their fields, right? So Britishers adopted two methods of the indigo cultivation. First is the nid system, and second is the Rayoti system. This word little bit you are familiar, because Rayoti is the same word which we have used in the Rayatwadi settlement. Here, what I told you the meaning of Rayot means cultivators. Again, this policy is related to the cultivators only. I will tell you what were the features of this particular system. So first of all, we are starting with the nij system. What are these two systems? These two systems are the methods of the indigo cultivation, because the Britishers removed their focus, they shifted their interest from the revenue collection to the indigo cultivation, because indigo cultivation was very profitable for the Indian merchants as well as for the Britishers. All the kings and queens, they like to wear the clothes dyed with the help of the indigo cultivation. So in this context only, the Britishers focused to adopt two methods of indigo cultivation. First was nij cultivation, and second was Rayoti system. So let me tell you in detail about the first one system of the cultivation. So in the first one system of indigo cultivation, the planters took the land on rent or on lease from the farmers, those who were having their own land, or from the jamidars, right? So they bought the planters bought the land from the farmers or the jamidars. Then they were supposed to hire the labor because these planters were not the laborers. So they hire the labor for working upon the fields. Then they require the plows and the bullocks, and the fourth one point is very much important. The indigo was supposed to be cultivated on the fertile land only. To be cultivated on fertile land only. Right? So what is the fourth one point? The indigo, there was the important condition of the indigo cultivation that indigo was supposed to be cultivated on the fertile land only, right? So planters, they took the or they bought the land from the farmers, but they wanted to increase the area for the indigo cultivation, but there was the condition, there was one limitation of the indigo growth, that it could be grown on only on the fertile land. So if planters are not having that much fertile land, so they wanted to increase the land area but they could not, right? So this was one of the limitation of the NID system also. Then now what are the drawbacks of the indigo cultivation through the NID system? What were the drawbacks? The drawbacks of NID system. First one was, there was the problem of hiring the labor. Why there was the problem of hiring the labor? Because this particular labor, at the same time when the indigo was to be grown on the fields, at the same time the same labor was busy in cultivation of the rice, right? Rice was to be sown at the same time. Rice was to be sown at the same time when the indigo they were supposed to grow, and the same labor was busy in the rice cultivation. Moreover, the plows and the bullocks also were engaged in the rice cultivation, whereas at the same time the plows and bullocks were required to grow the indigo cultivation, right? Number 4, in order to solve the problem of having the plows and bullocks, they require the heavy investment. They require the heavy investment in order to increase the land size, in order to purchase the bullocks and the plows. So these were the main drawbacks of the niche cultivation. They were supposed to hire the labor, but at the same time the labor was supposed to busy in doing the rice cultivation at the same time. Then they require plows and bullocks at the same time, whereas the plows and bullocks they require were engaged in the rice cultivation. So in order to solve this problem, the planters require heavy investment in land size in order to purchase bullocks and plows. So that was not possible. So looking at the drawbacks of the NID system, they stopped using the NID system and they adopted the another method of indigo cultivation, that was the Rayoti system. So in the Rioti system, in order to get rid of all the drawbacks of the Nij cultivation, they adopted the Rioti system, and in the Rioti system, they made the contract instead of buying. Earlier, they were buying the land from the farmers. In which system? In Nij system. Earlier they were buying the land from the farmers, but in this system they stopped buying the land from the farmers and they made a contract with the riots. That is why the name of this system is Rioti system. So in this particular system, they directly made the contract with the riots. Riots means the ultimate cultivators, those who were tilling their soil, right? So they made the contract with the riots, or sometimes if riots are not ready to make the contract, then they were forcing the village headmen to sign the contract on behalf of whom? Yes, riots. So according to this contract, at least 25% of their land size they were supposed to grow with the indigo if they want to have the rights of the land size in their own ownership, whether these are the riots, whether these are the village headmen. They force the riots or village headmen to sign a contract, and according to this contract, at least 25% of their land size has to be cultivated by the indigo cultivation. At least on the 25% of the land, the indigo has to be cultivated. For that, the planters will provide them advances, right? For that, the planters will provide them advances, and in the form of advances, they will provide them seed also, they will provide them drill also. So after providing the seed and drill, the riots are supposed to grow the indigo on at least 25% of their land size. And again, after the harvest, at the time of harvesting or after the harvest, they were simply, the riots were simply supposed to hand over it to the planters. Why? Because at the time of sowing the seeds, they took the loan or the cash advances from the planters under the condition that after the harvest they were simply supposed to hand over it to the planters. And how the planters were exploiting the riots, they were giving very low prices to the farmers. Who are farmers? They were giving very low prices to the riots, and further selling it to the Britishers at a very high prices, and in this way the planters were gaining. In the entire process, the planters were gaining by exploiting the riots, by giving them low prices, and after taking the entire harvest from the farmers or riots, they were reselling it to the Britishers at a very high rates, right? And the last one drawback of the particular Rioti system, which was very important, that the land on which they were supposed to grow the indigo. That means the 25%. This 25% of the land, they were supposed to, it was compulsory for them to grow it. 25% of the land was supposed to be grown by the indigo only. And after 1 year they come to know that the indigo was having very deep roots and it exhausted the soil, and in this way the land becomes infertile. So if the farmer was having 100%, so 25% they were supposed to grow the indigo and 75% they were growing the rice. Now in the next year, this 25% to become totally infertile, on which the rice as well as the indigo cannot be sown at all, because the indigo was having the deep roots, and which makes the fertile totally barren, which makes the land totally barren. So for the next year, out of the 100%, this become totally infertile, and the farmers were supposed to use again the 25% of the leftover area, and and in this way the land size available for rice became very less. And this moves on, and the farmers came to know that the particular system was having too much problem, and in this way every year they were losing their land size by the indigo, because indigo was making their land size very much infertile. And for doing this, the planters every year were providing the fresh loans to the farmer, and in this way every year the farmers were getting trapped in the vicious circle of poverty. This they came to know very later, when they were totally caught in the vicious circle of the poverty. In this way they came to know that the particular system was very, very oppressive, and the farmers started opposing this system. So students, these were the two systems, Nid system and the Rayauti system. We studied about these two systems, and in our next class we will be covering the two last topic of the chapter, the Blue Rebellion and the Indigo Commission. Okay, till then, take care. Bye bye.